Hello, Legendary Players, Legendary Reed here, and I wanted to say thank you and goodbye to all of the year of the Witch Queen. The entire Witch Queen year, to be honest with you. In case you guys didn't know, every year when Bungo has to make a brand new big DLC, they kind of have to start, what's the incredible phrase that they call it? Oh, that's right. Vaulting things. So, fortunately, one of my favorite activities, the Catch Crash, is sadly going to be going away, which sucks. So I figured I'd make my last year 3 video in my favorite activity, in one of the most craziest locations possible, on an incredible looking pirate ship. I currently have all the action going on behind me unintentionally, but hey, crap happens. But anyways, just wanted to say, Bungo, this entire year has been amazing. I started complimenting it in my previous video, which, if anyone has seen my previous Destiny video when that gets uploaded, I want you all to know now. I would have been doing all the activities from each and every year. Yes, you heard me. I would have gone to the Castellum and I would have done a Nightmare Containment. I would have done a Psyops Battlegrounds. I would have done an Expedition, and I would have done a Catch Crash here, and then I would have done one of the new Seraph Towers events if I had the time. I do not have the time anymore because when I did the Seraph event in my last previous video, I had given myself an hour of extra time. The one Guardian that prolonged that entire in-game event, making a 15-minute activity at most turn into a freaking 30-minute hell. So yeah, I now have no time to do all 4 seasons worth of activities. I don't have that time anymore. So this is just going to be pretty much a goodbye video for my favorite activity as we wish year 5 off, and pray to God year 6 is just as amazing, because honestly, this has been the best seasonal year ever. This main story of Witch Queen was amazing, topping off with figuring out that Savathun literally set up a sequence of events to the point that she would forget her memories after she became a Guardian, only for us to reclaim her memories for her so that way she could remember that, oh, that's right, I'm the Witch Queen, and my goal is to keep the Traveler for myself. So that way her hive could have the light. So that way the Witness cannot find and destroy the Traveler. In hindsight, not our brightest decision, but hey, if she took the Traveler, we would have lost the light. So, kind of a 50-50 decision. It was ours or theirs. We like our side better. We found out that the relic, she used that to help us use what was it? The glaive. Yeah, the glaive. We used her makeshift glaive to use the relic and create our own weapons, which allowed us to peer through the secrets of time and space itself. It also allowed us to realize that Savathun was completely tricked. Awesome fact, by the way. And because of that friendly little annoyance of a worm, we also got to realize Savathun's the reason why the Witness did not win the fight at the first collapse. Ooh, secrets. Which then led into the Season of the Risen, where Keitel helped us take down some Light Hive who were planning an assault on the Scarlet Keep. Saladin and Crow didn't agree on things. Crow accidentally killed someone, putting his life at jeopardy. Saladin sacrificed himself and became kind of the new watchdog and guardian commander for Keitel's legions. Pretty good stuff, if I do say so myself. Not Keitel. Calus came back into the blue with his Leviathan orbiting over the moon, trying to use the nightmare power to, well, pretty much send nightmares all over the universe. Which, thankfully, after enough nightmare containment, we stopped that from happening using Gaul, the Elixir that murdered Zavala's son. I think. Was it just his son, or was it his son and his wife? No, it was just his son. The Elixir that murdered his son, as well as Uldren, used all that culminative powers to stop Calus. So many names and words and phrases and doodads, and I hate all this bullcrap. Stopped Calus from using the shadow magic all across the universe. But it did lead us to know one thing. Calus is now embodied with the Witness. So he is trying to become a disciple there, since the Witness is the main vocal user of the darkness. Fun, fun, fun. And now, what happened afterwards? Oh, that's right, Season of Plunder. Apparently, in the sometime after ixnaying Callus, who is now just like, hey, I'll watch you at the end of time because I like you, but I am going to have to kill you. After helping out Drifter with a little side quest, we found Spider, who was just rummaging about, which led us to the events that realized that Aramis has now been abducted into the Witness's cult of awesomeness. Isn't that just fun? So we had to use some old pirate-like relics after hunting them down and searching for them to reawaken Osiris and to stop Aramis and old pirate crews from roaming around owning the skies, or seas. Spaces? I don't know. Space-eye? Whatever the word is. And after Osiris woke up, he kind of had dreams of stuff in Neptune. Which kind of leads us all the way back into Lightfall, actually. But something on Neptune would be none other than Rasputin himself, who has been decommissioned all the way since back when in Season of Arrivals, which kind of sucked that we haven't heard or known anything since then. But hey, you win some, you lose some. And ever since then, we've been just trying to reconnect Rasputin with his former submines, Seraphs. Like, you know, I wish I knew the names of the submines. Just give me 1 second of that little detail there. It was something weird, but funny and stupid at the same time. So, we had one on the moon. Malahiates? Jesus, that's a name, all right. Malahiates. There's another one, I think. Was there another one on Cosmodrome? Am I stupid? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Guys, I think I figured it out. I'm stupid. There was one on Mars. We literally just did that in the previous video. Charlemagne. Okay, yeah, I remembered Charlemagne. Malahiata. And there was a third one. I swear to God there was a third one. Am I stupid? Was there not a third one? That's a Psyops Battleground. Goodbye, Psyops Battleground. It was nice knowing you. Okay, well, it doesn't matter entirely, but god dang, I kind of wish I knew what I was talking about now. But yeah, we helped reconnect his submines, figured out that Clovis was planning to become Rasputin and, you know, take over the universe, because who doesn't want to do that? And after some time, we realized that Xivu Arath was actually planning on using Rasputin to cause a mass eclipse of death and destruction, which would just, you know, barely give good old Xivu Arath enough power to send a full-force invasion. We don't like invasions, you know that? So Rasputin had to contemplate the fact of what would happen if he wasn't a weapon. Strange but fun. And then, unfortunately, what's the one thing that happened? Aramis came out of the fucking blue and just said, hey, I intend to use Rasputin's war stats on the Traveler, because no one expected to me come into the story, did I? Yeah. And then that happened in the finale, which led to Rasputin having to end it all and save the Traveler. As you know, the Traveler's about to ixnay. So if I recall correctly, that's all the lore that happens in the past 4 seasons and main DLC. Suck on that. My name is Bife. I did a video quicker and shorter than yours, and I dare say more entertaining as well. Oh well. But yeah. Everything's kind of lined up. The main story introduced the Witness. The sub-story of the first season, Season of the Risen, was just a direct continuation of the main story. Then Season of the Haunted actually referenced to the Witness, making it a connection to the main story as well. And Season of the Plunder made a connection to the Witness as well, and continued off of Season of the Haunted by reintroducing old villains and threats. By reconnecting it to the main story of Lightfall, or Beyond Light. And then what else happened? Oh yeah, then we got this recent season that also connects to the main story, also reconnects to the sub-story of Season of the Hunt, and just a bunch of stuff, really. God, I'm not gonna lie, this I'm gonna miss all these activities. I really am. The loot has been amazing. The frickin' heist battlegrounds. I'm gonna miss all this. I really am. I don't know if heist battlegrounds and freaking psyop battlegrounds are just gonna get integrated into the Vanguard playlist. If so, then yay, that's cool. Sure, the heist battlegrounds are gonna stay. The psyop battlegrounds are kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the psyop battlegrounds just because I got to kill Savathun some more. Nothing really too much about that. Duality staying, in case anyone did not know, the Duality dungeon is staying. So even though the SeverQuest and the Castellum area are all going away, let's head to the Castellum really quickly. I haven't been there in a minute. So even though the Castellum and the SeverQuests are going away, at the very least, the Duality dungeon will remain. So we do get some awesome lore and loot out of all this. We do get a personalized Calus-themed dungeon. Woot woot. But unfortunately, yeah, the big unfortunately, Catch Crash is completely going away. God dang it. Oh, that does kind of suck, though. We have Duology staying. We got freaking... Maybe the Psyops Battlegrounds are staying, and maybe the Heist Battlegrounds are staying. Oh, that's right. I disabled my hub for all this. Let's leave that. Let's leave that disabled. But god dang it, Catch Crash is leaving, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna really miss Catch Crash. I am gonna miss the Castellum, though. This area was a whole lot of fun, and I'm not gonna lie. Just overall, this whole year has just been so freaking beautiful. It's been so amazing. Seeing the Castellum in this horrific nightmare-like world has just been absolutely incredible and terrifying in its own right and way. And I just could not be happy to know that they basically returned an entire raid lair just for us to free roam about and be like, hey, you want to shoot things? Well, you can now. You want to shoot things? You want to free roam the Leviathan? Don't worry, totally. You can totally do that. We can head to the baths. They even gave us some parts of the underbelly back, so that way we can just free roam from the baths to the dog area real quickly. And it's absolutely so well thought out. And I just love it all. But yeah, overall, each and every season. So far, Season of the Risen wasn't too bad. The activity was well thought out. The lore was nice. It felt a little short, so I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. But overall, the fact that it didn't take too much away from, say, you know, the main activity being... Oh, hello there, sexy. The main activity being, you know, the Witch Queen DLC itself, because everyone wants to focus on the main DLC versus the main seasonal activity. Which is perhaps like the one thing I, honest to God, think that Season the Hunt tried doing that everyone just sat there and said, nah, that's your biggest mistake right there. Season the Hunt tried taking over versus Beyond Light and, Beyond Light, which sucked because a lot of people were just like, oh, that's nice, but frankly, we don't care. Season the Hunt was a pretty good DLC, but wasn't as awesome as Beyond Light, which kind of sucks because Beyond Light was kind of 50-50, you know? Lovely atmosphere. Gotta love it all. Y'all do such a great job in making this place just creepy. Come on, let's sprint through the underbelly just real quickly. I want to head back to the dog park one last time before it leaves forever. Well, maybe forever. We still have the Duality dungeon, but I have no idea what is and isn't going to come back. This entire year surprised me when we got to fight against Savathun in the Psyops Battlegrounds. I was just like, oh, that's so cool. We get to fight against the main villain from the DLC and the sub-story and the seasonal activity. That's really cool. And I just sat there and said, you're literally giving us an entire destination. Practically for free. Like, that's amazing, first of all. And then the third activity kicked in. It was like, and then you're giving us an entire pirate ship. Granted, we can't free roam the pirate ship, but, you know, you're giving us an entire pirate ship. Just as cool. And to make things even better, then you gave us back literally all of Mars and all of the Season of the Worthy little dungeon areas that we all had. God, I'm not gonna lie, I hated having to level all of those up back during Season of the Worthy. The frickin' whatever you want to call them. I don't even remember what they're called anymore. The bunkers? That's right, the Seraph bunkers. Oh my god, I hated leveling those up. Only to be told, hey, you didn't get the Worthy title, or the Almighty title. Ugh. But yeah. This is a pretty good year. Sad to see it go, but hey, every good thing has to end every now and then. God, this place is creepy. I love it. Kind of short. Season of the Haunted was a 10 out of 10 straight off the bat. The lore was amazing, even though it did give us a drought at the end of the missions, and then gave us a baller speech by Callus, as always, showing us how much he loves us, but he is more than willing to kill us. I guess it could be said that the Castellum was just the only activity we got, which was kind of boring in certain cases, but they still gave us and revamped an entire destination, which was absolutely incredibly amazing. And then they gave us a dungeon as well, so can't hate too much of it, you know? So yeah, 10 out of 10 for Season of the Haunted, 10 out of 10 for Season of the Plunder, just for amazing how incredible it was. They gave us the weekly missions, and then actually, yeah, Season of Seraph came out with like what, 2 or 3 different activities as well. The first activity being literally the heist battlegrounds, the second activity being the weekly missions, the third activity being just the sneaky missions that we had to do to be all sneaky to get in from point A to point B, and then the third activity was technically speaking the exotic quest, and then make that a 4th activity because they also gave us another dungeon. And then they gave us a 5th activity, which was technically the finale mission, which, granted, we only got to play for 2 weeks, but still, really cool mission. So yeah, not gonna lie, I have not had a season where we've had this many 10 out of 10s in a row since, like, Forsaken. Shadowkeep's year only had, like, I think 1 10 out of 10. That was just Season of the Dawn. Season of the Undying was an 8 out of 10. Oh my god. I don't even want to remember what Season of the Worthy was. I'm pretty sure I labeled that as a 7 or an 8 out of 10. No, I labeled that shit as a 7 out of 10. I recall that. Oh my god. So, yeah, Shadowkeep's year was not good. Season of the Worthy sucked. And then Season of the Arrivals came out as a 9 out of 10 for some insane reason. I had some weird ranking systems back in Shadowkeep. Forsaken, 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Beyond Light, oh my god. I think that was like an 8 or 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I think I can't remember if I can label this as a 10 or a 9 out of 10. But either way, Jesus Christ, 10, 10, 10, 9. But that's only because it was so short and didn't have a lot of content in it, which still gives to the fact that Witch Queen was a 10 out of 10 right off the bat. God damn, this is amazing. Lightfall, I pray to God you don't disappoint us. I pray you don't disappoint, and I doubt you will. But anyways, with the reviews being out of the way with, and me having explored the Castellum to my heart's content, and my favorite activity, the Ketch Crash, I'm really gonna miss that pirate ship. Drifter, keep it clean. I swear to God, if I see any bit of glimmer or egregore in that thing, I'm gonna kill Drifter myself. Anyways, that is all for this time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you, legendary players, in the next video. Oh god! Bye-bye! They come for my gold! Screw ye! Screw ye! Get out of here now. It's a Nightmare Fest. Bye-bye!